I know. Annoying glasses, right? Sorry. I don't know how people film in glasses. I really don't. Anyway, I thought today we could do a much requested popcorn and chill. Let's do a popcorn and chill. We haven't done one in a long time. I know Kenna wants one. I know a couple other people want one. Popcorn. So we'll do a popcorn and chill. I'm going to do a currently list. If you don't know what a currently list is, it is just a little list of prompts like what are you currently reading? What are you currently watching? Blah, blah, blah. I'll do that. But first, you know the drill. Gotta do some channel maintenance, some channel hygiene. So if you're new here, welcome to my nonsense. If you're old here, welcome back. Oh geez, if you're new here, please consider hitting subscribe. And if you're old here, go double check, make sure you're subscribed, hit the like if you like, leave a comment, it can be anything related to the video, it could just be a hello, a few emojis, whatever, as long as it's cool, as long as it's respectful. Hit the notification bell. As always, I'll link my tip jars down yonder in the description box. No pressure whatsoever, but every $1, $2, $5, anything helps, and that is what allows me to continue to make content. Link to my Patreon down below. You're invited to my Patreon. I know not everybody can come, but you can't say you weren't invited. My ASMR email is down there for customs and whatever, and my other social media links are down there. Okay. Alright. Let's pull up this currently list. This popcorn could use a little extra butter. I don't think it's the extra butter kind that I usually get. Okay, what am I currently reading? It's called, I listened to it on audio on the way home from work yesterday, and it is called, well, two things, okay? The one is called The Christmas Guest by Peter Swanson. It's okay. It's a novella, which means it is a little bit shorter than a regular book. So, I'll tell you a little bit about it. It's about an American woman who's in London, and she gets invited to, she doesn't have family back home, or she's not going home for some reason, I can't remember, and she gets invited to stay with these rich people that she knows for the holiday. So she goes to stay with them. She kind of gets a little crush on the brother of the girl that invited her. The parents are weird. Everybody's a little weird, but she has this crush, so she's just like, young love or whatever. But the family had ulterior motives. The family had ulterior motives for inviting her there. So, danger ensues. I've read a lot of Peter Swanson books. Some of them are really good. The Kind Worth Killing, really good. This one's okay. It's a good, I'm getting into the holiday spirit, so it's called A Christmas Guest by Peter Swanson. Now, the next one that I'm reading, when I tell you that I have teared up while reading this, it's not sad, just from feeling understood. And it had been recommended so many times on different, neurodivergent forums that I'm in. Now, the dog is making weird noises. I keep a clean house. I do. But it's really easy for me to get down on myself when it's not clean. And it's never terrible, but even just toys being out or things out of place, just keeping up with the laundry, stuff like that, it makes me feel like somehow I put my own worth into that. What the heck, I've been home a lot more lately. Shouldn't I just not have any messes at all? But that's not a thing, because your house is constantly in a cycle, and you can only be, my body can only be doing one thing at a time, although it tries otherwise. So this book is called How to Keep House While Drowning by K.C. Davis, K.C., the letters, K.C. Davis, LPC. A gentle approach to cleaning and organizing. And I don't need all of these tips because, like I said, I am so sorry that I bumped you guys. I have a good system. It's the parts of the book that explain, kind of just that resonate with my brain, or that let me know that it's okay to not be spotless, that I really need this book. Revolutionary approach to cleaning and organizing helps free you from feeling ashamed or overwhelmed by a messy home. If you're struggling to stay on top of your to-do list, you probably have a good reason: anxiety, fatigue, depression, ADHD, lack of support. For therapist K.C. Davis, the birth of her second child triggered a stress mess cycle. The more behind she felt, the less motivated she was to start. She didn't fold a single piece of laundry for 7 months. One life-changing realization restored her sanity and the functionality of her home. You don't work for your home works for you. So that's what she's kind of saying, is like, your home is here to serve you, so let's get it into an serving mode. And that, rules that you've tend to apply to yourself might not even be like the best time-saving or efficient things. So I don't mind doing laundry. I hate putting laundry away. And I would say probably within the last year, I just gave everybody their own laundry baskets. I'm halfway there. I gave everybody their own laundry baskets and told them to figure it out themselves. But I still do a lot of their laundry. Like, they bring it down and they start it and then they forget. So I just move it along. We're halfway there. Okay. And then I bitch about it. Where did you go? Why did you start this? Now I need to use the washing machine and your stuff's still in here, blah, blah, blah. We're getting there. Okay. Rome was not built in a day. Okay. So those are the 2 books that I'm reading. There's a lot on my list for the holidays. Now I gotta go back and find my currently list again. Playing. I have not been playing anything, but I will tell you what I wish I was playing more of. I like my little word search games like Boggle. There's other names for it because I play it on my iPad, but I do have Boggle. I got it used on online, Facebook Marketplace. On online. I got it used on the online. Okay. I love that. I need to play because I accidentally bought another year of it. Well, it just buys itself, if you don't cancel your Apple stuff. A game called Luna. I think it's Loona. You guys, I should do a tap down on my iPad of me playing this game, looking at it visually. It is like visual ASMR. It's so satisfying. It's like this big 3D picture that you can spin around on your tablet. You might be able to play it on a phone too. I don't know, because I use my pencil, and I like a big screen. But it's like a 3D model. Like, it would be like this, right? But say this is like a castle. And you spin it around and it tells you what you should be coloring right now. So it'll tell you a story. It'll be like, oh, the steps to this castle, something, something, something. Tap the steps to bring color to the steps of the castle, and then you can tap the steps. Each step you tap, and it comes to life. So it starts out completely white, and you color it. It's very freaking beautiful. It's pretty, so visually pleasing, and it's supposed to help you sleep. So I really need to charge my Apple Pencil up and start playing that. Okay. What is next? Watching. We started watching Peacock original. It's a Peacock original called One of Us is Lying, which is a book, and it's a YA book, and I don't read YA, but sometimes I'll watch YA. I like YA. I like Cruel Summer. I Know What You Did Last Summer. I liked Riverdale for a while, so sometimes I do like to watch YA. And that's kind of what this is. It reminds me of the vibes of How to Get Away with Murder, except this is high school, but something along those lines. It's pretty good. We got about 5 episodes in or 4 episodes in, and last night I was super stressed. So my husband was watching it, and I kind of was just like, had my head in the pillow, and I was just annoyed by it because it's not a show you can watch while you fall asleep. Well, it's not if you don't like music, because there is a lot of music in it. I do not like music while I'm trying to fall asleep. So eventually I just had to pick my head up and we're like, okay, you have to find something else. We can't do it anymore. Plus, if I'm not paying attention, then that means he's getting ahead on the show and I'm going to have to rewatch, you know. So he switched it over. He switched it over to something true crime, which I can fall asleep to. Like he switched it over to Noor Jasmine, one of my favorite true crime YouTubers, Noor Jasmine. Okay. Trying. What am I trying? Trying to keep my head on straight. No. I'm trying not to lose my mind. What am I trying? I don't know that I'm trying anything. I'm trying to... You okay, bro? Just like right behind. I'm trying to get these bills paid. Okay? Alright. What have I been cooking? Burgers. What did I cook last week? Like this meat rice stuff that it's just meat and rice with a bunch of seasoning and like onions, green and red peppers, jalapenos. What else did I make? I made something else last week. God, I can't remember. Eating. I just came off a couple of days of work, so I've been eating like out left to right. But before I went to those few days out of town to work, me and my son, so all of November, this is what I'm going to talk about for this. There's unlimited crab legs at one of our favorite restaurants. So, of course, we can't miss it, right? So one week I had my husband take me, and then last week me and my son went. I got like emotional because that was me and my kids' thing. We used to do unlimited crab legs. I don't know how I had that money to do that, to take 3 kids to unlimited crab, but that was our thing, like several times a month, because it used to be an every weekend thing. Several times a month we would go. Back then the kids were little. I made them lie about their age too, so I think they were like pretty cheap. Like maybe they had like a $12 package for little kids, but my kids can tear into some crab legs. Like that's our thing. So anyway, it's been a long time. And when me and my son got there, he was like, oh, I feel like a kid again. Like this reminds me of, I was like, oh yeah, me too. Like I feel like you're a little kid again. But it was really sweet. And it was so much nicer to go with my son because my husband does not know how to do unlimited. Like he eats really fast and then he's just like, okay, I'm done. And I'm like, what? I just started. Like this is an event. It's not like a fill your, go get your fill, go. It's like a challenge Okay? So, not that he was rushing me, but I was like, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. I gotta be here for a couple hours. So, the next week, we'll see. I'll probably try to go with my son again. But it's hard because his schedule's weird. Not that his schedule's weird, it's that his schedule, like for me to go, my husband has to be home for my toddler, and their schedules are opposite sometimes, so it just gets a little tricky. Drinking peppermint coffee, peppermint mocha, and then I got those 2 creamers, the gingerbread creamer. It's got like a Grinch on it. And then the other Grinch one was sugar cookie creamer. And then water. What else I've been drinking? That's it. I pretty much drink like water and coffee. Calling. I don't call. Who have I been texting? What have I been texting? I really haven't been. Where have I been going? Work, the grocery store, the plasma center. Today's the vet, and that's a whole other story, you guys. This guy back here, back to the vet. This guy that I rescued, no good deed goes unpunished. Gotta go to the vet at 9 a.m. again. He'll be okay. It's just not pleasant, and it's not cheap. Okay. What have I been loving? The weather. We had a really nice week. We had like 60s, upper 60s. It was perfect. It's perfect for like a jacket, a sweatshirt. The mornings aren't too cold. I'm a lot more tolerant to the cold than I used to be too, because I'll go out and play fetch. Actually, this morning I was just out playing fetch with my big dog at 5 a.m. It was, I think it was like 45 degrees, and I didn't feel cold. I had a jacket on, some sweats, and my slippers, my yard slippers. And we were out there for about 20 minutes. So I try to get him 3 fetches a day or 2 fetches and a walk. I never do the walks though. I always ask my teenager to do the walks. It's like one of her chores. Walk the dog, put away the dishes, which I always end up doing because I don't like to see them. There again with my, just get her done. And then like vacuum the stairs, just some random things. It's not much. Whatever. What have I been hating? Social media. I really just want to burn it to the ground. I need it for work, like a lot of other people, but I freaking hate it. And you know what's weird? Is like, I've kind of mentioned this before. People that know you are not your biggest supporters. They're really not. Some of them are. But if you ever want to test something, say the same thing or post the same thing to like 2 different things and see what kind of support you get from what, And be like, dang. Like, people that are on the internet that know me might be bigger supporters than people like that know me in real life. And that's fine. It's whatever. It's just something that I've noticed. and come to accept. But what I have stopped doing is going super hard for people. Like people I know in real life, like sharing their businesses all the time and this and that. And they won't do the same for me. And it finally caught up to me where I was like, Jesus, I've probably shared this person's thing, 6 or 7 times in the last year. And they have not one time shared one of my business things. Like, enough is enough, So I guess that's what I've been hating these big ass haters. Still got my Halloween cup out. All right. Where are we at here? I'm skipping over a few of them because I just don't. Like, what have I been tweeting? I'm not on tweet. I'm not on tweet. God, I sound so old. I'm not on the tweet. Got a seed. Pinning. What have I been pinning on Pinterest? Like fall and winter fashion. I hate fashion right now. I'm not gonna lie. I hate trying to dress like appropriate for my age, and not even age appropriate, I don't even body type appropriate, like all these things you have to consider along with what's available right now. And I just don't think these styles are that flattering currently. Like these big boxy tops that are like never, they're all cropped and wide, and I'm like, what is this? Combine that I am not digging these fashion things, these fashion trends, with the fact that I have sensory issues. Like here I sit in my comfort sweatshirt, which I have to wear inside out now because I got some kind of grease all over it. We had a good run. I've been wearing this sweatshirt for years, and I will continue to wear it. It'll just be inside out. But when you combine trouble finding things that you like to look at with trouble finding things that you can tolerate on your body, it's like lose. I'm a big freaking loser. What have I been discovering? I don't know. I guess I've been looking at a lot of like BookTube for holiday book recommendations, Christmas thrillers. I love winter horror and Christmas horror, winter and Christmas suspense, winter and Christmas locked door mysteries or isolated whodunit type stuff. So hearing about books is its own hobby. It's not reading. Reading is one hobby, but just listening to people talk about books and reading, like just going through reading book synopses and stuff, like that's its own hobby. What have I been feeling? I've been having that morning anxiety again, and it's killing me. If you've ever had morning anxiety, you know what I'm talking about. It's like you open your eyes and your brain goes straight to, oh, what are we supposed to be worried about? Oh, what fresh hell awaits today? And you get like this icky anxiety feeling and you can't go back to sleep. It's not a good thing to wake. I read that it has a lot to do with your cortisol. I'm just an anxious person, which sucks. Like, shouldn't I be aging out of this? How many years is anxiety going to be like have its claws in me when I've done the freaking work? I've taken the freaking meds. But whatever, like once I get going, I tend to be okay. So I just need to get rid of this like morning, get over this hump in the morning, this anxiety hump. Okay, we'll do a few more. I've been listening to, oh God, it's all over the place. 80s. I was listening to 80s at work, 90s at work, like 90s pop. I've been listening to rap, like Yo Gotti. This like takes me back. Yeah, 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, probably, right? There's not a lot of new music that speaks to me, and that's just another sign that I'm old or whatever, and I'm cool with that. Oh, nice! My kid wrote on my desk. He thought he could put it over here and nobody would see it. I see it. I can get it off. If you have pen on anything, hairspray. Celebrating while the holidays are coming up. Thanksgiving, Christmas, then my birthday. Well, my daughter's birthday, my birthday, and New Year's Eve, all that stuff. Like, it's gonna be boom, 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 boom. Smelling. I don't know if this will go up first or not, but lipstick scents. I actually have one on right now. So lipstick scents are, when you watch my November perfume tray, you'll see my lipstick scents. There are scents that smell like lipstick. That's my November scent panel for the most part. Considering like a few other things I need to do for my business and just things I need to do to make money besides, I'm down to, with what happened in my business, I'm down to like minimal work. So I've been picking up some other like odd jobs and stuff, so I need to see where that's going. Just take actual account of what's been coming in and what's been going out. Alright, we're gonna end it here because I know my daughter's about to turn on the shower and that always gets loud. Like, I'm right against the pipes here. But if you watched it all the way to the end, thank you very much. YouTube loves that shit. He's still back here making noises. Okay, there's the water. I hope that you have a good rest of your day, rest of your evening, and or a good night.